Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Slingshire Homestead. I know it's dark out, but we wanted to show you. So our chicken coop lit at night. Looks pretty nice over there. We just finished installing this afternoon the sledding hill lights. I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of that. So we're at the bottom. You can see the shed kind of here with reflected light off of everything, and you get a good idea of what everything here is going to look like. But these lights span starting here and run all the way down to the bottom of the hill here, and they actually go all the way up to the very top of that hill too, and extend far enough that if you really wanted to do this at night, there should be plenty of light once the snow finally falls and we get a little bit of reflection here. I just wanted to show you guys how that turned out, and the hope is then you can kind of see how that light still reflects off of the shed. It is very dark, but we'll eventually have a hook or a place that I can put the rest of these. We'll take a little bit of a walk up the hill here, and I'll show you kind of how this looks right now. Just with the few lights that are here, significantly brighter through this portion at the very least. We took the time to mow most of this today as well. You can see that the grass is a little bit shorter compared to Anna. She's being a good dog. And we ran it all the way up to the top this year. We had to transition lights to something a little bit brighter at the top. But you can see where that ends. We're about halfway up right now. And that last, I don't know, 20 feet on the top. That's probably more than 20 feet from this tree here to this one is lit with our little bit brighter lights. And it worked out really well. So we'll be able to sled from kind of where Anna is all the way down the hill. Let me get you a perspective here. It's actually so light that I can see perfectly where I'm walking, which is very cool. Not too far, Anna. We wrapped a couple extra around the top here just so you could see a little bit in the back, and that's perfect. And so now when you look all the way down, you can see all the way to the barrels. I think what I'll do is if I can find some more lights on clearance after the holiday season, is I'll add a strand or two yet towards the bottom and hook them up to the shed so that we'll have full coverage with just lights like this. Those ones on the actual hill are pretty dim. I might double those up too here, but works out really well. And you can see it a long way from the road. We're actually driving on the way here. You could see it from way down the road. My neighbor's got a lit greenhouse over here, and before you even got to the greenhouse, you could see the lights on the top of the hill. Very nice addition. So we'll show you guys a little bit more of the update. If I can get some more lights, great. If not, I'll get you some sledding again this year and show you how that goes. So until then, this is Isaac and Anna here at Stirlingshire Homestead. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to Stirlingshire Homestead. So I'm a little out of breath. I've been shoveling the last, I don't know, hour and a half. And we're building up the sidewalls for our tube run. We got dumped on snow-wise yesterday. Yeah, Monday night, or not Monday night, Friday night into Saturday, and a little bit Saturday morning. And it's Sunday now. And so I am putting up the barriers down here by the trees so nobody hits their tubes on a tree. And we're up, I don't know, 3.5-ish feet already. Like this one here, that's pretty high in comparison to my foot. That's a ways up. Comes up to about my hip, so probably about 3 feet. And we'll eventually go all the way up the hill today, but I wanted to kind of show you guys what we got going. So running down from the hill, you can see we're going to potentially hit the shed, so that's why I kind of angled this one. So as you go, your direction of travel is this way, parallel, so you're not going to run into that, hopefully. The thing we've got to negotiate this year is the porta potty. That's new. Last time it didn't matter what I shoveled on the right hand side over here because there was no porta potty to run into. So I've got a couple options. I can either build up a splitter where I put one big line of snow in front of it, so you either go to this side or to that side and you don't actually hit it. Or what I think I'm going to do is build up a wall over here and curve you around to hit the big snow pile at the bottom. That snow pile is probably about 4 feet high. So if you hit it, you have one last bump, and then you can go over that and gain a little more momentum into the field. But things are going well. This is the amount of snow we got. This is a standard snow shovel, and if I pick a new spot and drop it in, I don't know, that's probably a good 8 inches that's still sitting on the ground right now. The biggest issue here is that I've got to get this all shoveled between today and tomorrow, because Tuesday, Wednesday, we're supposed to have highs of like 52 and like 48, and the overnight low is going to be not quite freezing as well. So we're going to have a full 48 hours of this potentially melting. I don't think it'll get rid of that much snow. I hope it won't, in fact. That's why I'm getting as much snow on here as I can while it's nice. The more I get in a mound right now, the less is going to melt, because it'll all hold together and stay cold for us. The best part is if I do it right and pack it, it should turn it into ice wall, which will really help hold itself in. But I've got a lot of shoveling to do today, so I'll get back to you when I get a little bit more done. See you in a few. All right, end of day one. I think we're gonna call it quits. I packed down the berms. This side looks real smooth and nice now. So does the other side. And now that we got it all packed down, the sun's finally starting to fall here. And shaping the berm and getting this wall up took a lot longer than I thought. And you can see how high that wall is in comparison to Anna. Anna, come here. Thank you. Good dog. You can see how high that wall is in comparison to Anna. It's probably about 2.5, 3 feet everywhere. Especially when we get down a little bit further here, I add a lot more snow. I'll be coming back tomorrow and shoveling the rest of this from the other side to really beef this up. But shaping this landing took forever, or the jump here took forever to get it all smooth, patted down the way we wanted, and hopefully that'll freeze like that. That way when we jump this, it's not so harsh. It's so deep that Anna's been struggling to get through it, but that landing's pretty good. And the jump, the kicker at the end is what I should call it, is doing pretty good. We've got about, I don't know, an hour of daylight left. I don't know what else I'm gonna do here other than maybe try and shovel a little bit more to pile the berms up on the secondary level. But this level is the most important. This is the level that's got all the danger to it, I should say, with the shed and the things off to the sides, and you don't want to run into the trailer or the porta potty or anything like that. And I think we've, for the most part, corralled the danger enough that we should be all right to run this. I'm gonna get you a shot here. I'm gonna grab my shovel and then get you a shot from the other side of this berm at the end and show you what that looks like. So you'll be funneled into here. You'll jump the kicker at the end. This is my one out spot that I shovel out. And then you can see how I sloped this on the backside, dragging it out as much as I can to hopefully, when you get the jump, that you're landing on the backside of this. And as I get more snow, I'll be able to push more up with the ATV and flatten this out even more so that we can get our landing a good 6-7 feet out past the jump. There are sections where I could use a little more snow, but the likelihood that you'll jump on this side is pretty slim. So, from where we are, it's not looking too bad. Certainly a tube run that is fit for the homestead here. And hopefully I'll get through more of this tomorrow and then show you where we're at. But so far it's looking real nice. Packed down and smoothed out. We just need a little bit more snow. I could run it from there. See you in a bit. Well, hello everyone. So, shoveled 2 days ago, right? Put all that work in. And we've had so much snow melt that instead of them being 3 feet high, we are at maybe a foot. Yeah. But hey, the global temperature isn't rising or anything. To have a 65-degree day at the back half of December in the state of Wisconsin? No. A record high by more than 10 degrees? Oh, no, no. No, global warming never happened. Anybody who says so is either stupid or very ignorant. Hopefully the snow will come back. When it does, I'll be ready. Hello everyone, welcome back to Sterlingshire Homestead. So, whoops, I just dropped my utility knife. So, you know how I did all that shoveling, right? This is all that's left. We had one 65-degree day, a world record temperature for where I live, and it all pretty much melted. So all the shoveling work we did, gone. And the other bad part is we had a bunch of winds after that, and we had damage to our light system. If you look, this one looks okay for here, but it is damaged up here. And I'll kind of show you what happened here. So any spot where the light connected with the tree or went around the tree got ripped. It actually got snapped right in half, and you can see this cord here, it absolutely frayed because just of how it sits. The trees were moving, swaying back and forth and pulling on the rope, and the zip tie was tight enough to actually snap the plastic of the light strand. So we lost this light strand here. Thankfully the next one starts on the rope and ends on the rope up there, so that one's okay yet. I'm going to pull that one down today. And then the upper one we lost too because of how it hooks in. We can take a walk and I can show you that too. So our plan for today, because hopefully we'll still get snow, it's only the end of December. Normally we get snow well into February here. See, that light strand's good, but then here completely broke off. And you can see it ripped because we had it wrapped around the tree tight. See, it's tight there, but there was a little bit of slack in it, so it was okay. So we lost two strands. This strand at the top, I believe, is okay from what I remember here, because I gave it a little bit of slack, and also this tree is still alive and kicking. But we certainly lost chunks, which is not great. And actually, there's a chance that we lost the plug on this one too. Yep. So I don't really know what happened here. There's a chance that that's critters. And if it is, and that's what it looks like, I might not be able to put lights up here, which is kind of a shame. Because what else would do that? We've got it zip tied on there. It's not like that particular piece was, see how that's just ripped down there? So it could even be critters here too. So if that's the case, I might not put these lights back up. Or the ones that I put up might be just on the strands or on the wires, and that's it. But whatever the case is, we lost 3 full strands of lights on whatever caused that. I'm kind of thinking, now that I see this one up here, that the actual cause might be rodents. Either way, they've all got to come down. So I'm going to do that. Well, we finally managed to get everything down. And upon further examination, I know exactly what caused this power outage and failure. Mice and voles, the worst animals ever. Ripping apart my cord, peeling away the jacketing. It looks okay to use yet. I'll just have to tape that, and it'll have to be an indoor extension cord. But man, I hate mice. That is the only reason this is not going to work. That's completely ripped So I think what I'm going to do instead is when it comes time to do sledding, we'll have to do it like we did in the past and run a light set. And I think what I'll do is I'll run a light set on top the shed and run it all the way up the hill that way, because this isn't going to work. I thought it was originally storm damage, but turns out it's mouse damage. The awfulest vermin of the north. So, yeah, you can see little teeth marks and everything. That's awful. Yeah, all the way up and down the cord. I originally thought that might be like fraying and touching, like on here, like rubbage. But what's that rubbing against? There's nothing for that to rub against. So it's definitely mice. So that being said, I guess everything goes in and we'll leave the rope up for this year, but I don't think I'll be using it as a light thing anytime soon. Unless all of a sudden I start putting mouse traps and things out. And I don't think that's worth it just to have lights up. The ones over by the chickens haven't been eaten or anything, thankfully. I think that's because they're within our control perimeter, and we've got mouse traps inside the shipping container that are taking care of a lot of them. But what a shame. Now we know. And it only cost us about 25 bucks in lights. So, now that we know that, oh, look at that, it's even got fresh cut stuff out of that, like they were getting it for bedding. Now that we know, I can't do that ever again. So I'll have to come up with another way to do that. I'll probably run a cord, actually, down on the ground that runs all the way up and in. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, everyone. So nature was nice to us. It's less than a couple days later. I was frustrated last time when all the snow was melting, but the forecast for this week's looking great. We're supposed to get another 7 inches of snow Tuesday. It is Monday afternoon. I'm shoveling up all the little bits of snow that I can. I'm gonna help get this section here a little bit more bolstered before I call it a day. But we got our main section up again. We had just enough snow, a 3-foot high barrier with the barrels, and the surface is not rideable, but when we get 7 more inches on top of this, it should be with no problem. So I've got just a couple things left to do. I'm going to try and get a little bit of a barrier on this side with whatever snow exists, because I've got to make a splitter here. If you're going to go into this, I'd rather you split off and go on the trail or go to here. So we're going to have to move as much snow as possible to in front of this barrel. But after that, the likelihood of us hitting anything is pretty slim. The land slopes pretty heavily this way. So if you're riding that side here, if I've got a barrier over here, you should pretty much follow that the whole way. In years past, what would happen is we'd slide from here, we'd kind of come out a little bit, and then the curve would bring us back in. And as we came through, this is the opening that I just shoveled, lots of times you would hit the curve right in about there. So that's the side that I tried to put the most snow on, because you hit the curve there and then you swing back out to go down the hill. But based on where I'm standing, we've got plenty of snow on the spots that are really dangerous, and we should be all right. I think what I might do is get the ATV out and actually plow a bunch of snow right up to here and give ourselves more snow to work with, because we've got a bunch in the field yet. We had about, I want to say 3 inches last night, and it's just enough, probably closer to 4, because we had a little bit of melt today. But we've had about 4 inches, and I've got just enough here to get everything squared away with the barrels. So now that that's set, I'll try and build up this barrier a little bit, and then hopefully when everybody comes over, we should be set. I've got lots of spaces to work with here. I just need to get my butt moving. That's a lot of shoveling in one day. Not to mention I gotta plow the hill at least once, so we can use that as our tow line all the way back up to the top of the hill. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully it'll be a good week and we'll get some action for you. Till next time. Well, I tell you, it's nothing a little bit of plow work can't take care of. Whole driveway's done. Plowed a bunch of snow over to here. made that wall at least 3 feet high. Good luck running into the porta potty with that there. You're either going to go up that and over across out of the way, or you're going to hit it and stay on this side. So, excellent. I'll let you know what it looks like after it snows. Whoo! I'm tired now. Hello everyone and welcome to Sterlingshire Homestead. So, got 2 new tubes this year, rainbow style, and they are towable this year. So we're going to use these 2 as our shuttle tubes for when we go down our hill. So we're going to get up there. Anna's got her little sweatshirt on, and we're going to pull this one up, and Maddie's going to ride it down, and we can just tow these behind us and always have a way to get up without having to work. So that'll be fun. We just got to make sure this tows properly, and so we're going to test that out and see how it goes.
I want to take one of these down too.
Yeah, we'll take one of the fast ones down too eventually. We can also have just one shuttle up too. Anyway, so we're going to do that. We'll leave the other one hanging out for a while, and we'll be back to you in a little bit. I'll give you the grand tour.
Give me your phone and we can do a time lapse.
A time lapse?
I can't work your phone with this.
Pull up, take a glove off.
Oh, it's going still. Okay.
Is this still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I stopped it.
Nope.
Oh, all right.
Whee!
Hey, that works great.
Whee! Once! Hold on!
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I didn't think you'd swing out that far. You all right?
Yeah. Hold on, still. Hold on! Okay.
There you are.
Yay!
Oh yeah, it worked better than I thought it would. You just get to hop right up and then go.
So there's one issue
But one issue.
that
It's
this one rides on top of this one.
because it's light. When
Right.
2 people are on it, it'll sit flat. The other thing I don't like is that these are hanging on the ground getting wrecked.
Well,
So I can tie those up.
when somebody's in here,
If somebody's in here, they can hang
they
on
can
to
hold
this,
on to it.
and it'll make a tension. Because they're going to be out this far back, they can hold on to it.
Yeah. Here. You can take that now.
Still going?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, really easy on the way up. And I kind of got a turnaround set here, so we can just turn right around and head back down, while our 2 tubers use our Clear Creek ones instead of our Tube Pro tubes. They'll use the Clear Creek ones on this section over here. So Maddie's going to get ready and do that. I'm going to kind of walk you guys over here and show you what we got. And the more snow I can kind of kick to cover the leaves, the better. So what I started to do was build a mound here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of a mound right there. And it was from our last snowfall. We had about 7 or 8 inches. So what we'll do is, we've got our run, and you can see how far down we are. We're probably twice as tall as the house, and the house is 13 feet high. So we're probably up here about 25, 30 feet. Even with the telephone pole wires. So Maddie's gonna take it for an inaugural run. I don't know how it's gonna do. We always have to test it before we go because sometimes it screws up. And my hope is that she does not end up in the woods. Right here is where I'm worried she's gonna hit. The rest of this has a nice barrier on it, so. Yeah, I can give you a push if you want, but you gotta be able to control yourself. You gonna be okay?
No.
No? Well, remember there's always the bail option.
Yep.
I tried to put snow up on that left side there. I'm probably gonna have to put more, and that's why I brought a shovel.
It's a deer print.
Oh yes, there's deer tracks running all the way through here. You might not need a push. You ready? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be gentle. Anna?
Too gentle.
No, I think this is perfect. It'll show me where you go. Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm gonna have to mount some stuff up there. Let me go around. Oh, you gonna scoot? It's working. You're gonna hit the tree. Told ya. I gotta mount stuff up there. Bail! Oh boy. So we found the structural weak point. So we found the weak point. You gotta put a mound right there. I think we should grab some barrels. Like 2 of them would do it. Anyway, we'll construct this a little more, get it squared away, and then we'll get back to you. Pretty good for the first run, though. Okay, so we grab some barrels. This is how Maddie's situated. And then we take off slowly. She gets pulled, the tubes come with us, and so do the barrels. And as usual, Anna goes crazy. Overall, it's a great system. Alright, I gotta put you guys away now because going up the hill is gonna be iffy. Actually, I can just go forward like this. You alright? Mound of snow.
Let's go carefully.
Okay. Those darn barrels. I got it. We'll see you guys in a bit. We got to get these up the hill. Okay, still sorting out our structural problems. Maddie's gonna run it. Go ahead. Once you get down past that end of the hill, you're set. And she even made it over the bump at the end. So it's a good start, but to not hit these barrels here, and we don't want that, I think it makes the most sense to kick people out a little early. I don't really know. Anyway, we're gonna keep sculpting for a while.
Alright, Isaac's gonna take our run down the hill. I've got the ATV and my car for light once he gets down here. Whenever you're ready, babe! We can see his phone light.
Good job, Anna.